So, welcome to part 4 or 5, I'm not sure, of the Live the Dream workshop. And this is the final installment. If you haven't had a chance to watch the rest of them, I'll link them down below. And you can go ahead and watch those. I really do recommend to watch the first one. I really do recommend watching all of them if you really want to start living the life that you know you should live. But I cover just everything about how to set goals and achieve them and all that kind of stuff. And if you're wondering where I get my philosophy, it's from all of these resources that I'm going to talk about right here and right now. First of all, I want to talk about podcasts. That's the reason I even wanted a phone, was because I wanted the podcasts. First of all, I do like Joel Osteen. If you are somebody that believes in God, if you're a Christian, you'll like his podcast. It's really about God and it's inspirational and, you know, how to live your life and be happy. And then also, I really do like Joyce Meyer. And it is the Enjoying Everyday podcast, and she is like really awesome. She's been through a lot in her life, and she has a great message. If you're not a Christian, I definitely recommend I Heart Life. It's the how-to of spiritual living with Yvette Bolin, and this pretty much goes into the spiritual aspect of it, the spiritual aspect of setting goals and achieving them, and I just love her philosophy. She has some stuff like limiting beliefs, goal setting, mindful awareness, the benefits of journaling, regret and acceptance, success is, power of thought, affirmations, perception is reality. So yeah, she has like, productivity, fear, career clutter, all that kind of stuff. So she talks about all that kind of stuff, and I love Yvette Bolin. Another one of my favorites is the Do Really podcast, or the Do Really Good podcast with Tony J. Robinson. And he really just talks about, let me see here, not so much the spiritual aspect of setting goals, 7 proven strategies that build rapport and lead to the long-lasting relationships. What else? Let's see. Sorry, I can't read, like it scrolls through. 4 steps for creating a compelling vision for your life and future. So yeah, so he just talks like a lot about kind of what this whole workshop has been, like setting goals and achieving them. I really love his podcast. And along the same line with Tony J. Robinson, Making Mountains Move, he is all about inspiration and motivation, and Making Mountains Move is more or less like a talk radio, and it incorporates all of those type of goal setting tools. So yeah, let's see. Desire verse application, breakthrough, success certainty, never lose again, from dream to reality. And one that is in the same vein again is, he's also one of my favorites, Every Day is Saturday. Oh my God, I love that guy. He is just awesome. I just listened to, he has a new podcast every day too. So his is a lot like talk radio, but it's also about inspiration, and he is a lot like Making Mountains Move. So the power of decisions, the 80-20 rule, they actually both talk about this guy, Gabe, Rich and Awake. It must be a new book, but yeah, there's a podcast on that. The power of repetition. See, I'm on the right track here. Visualization for success. So yeah, all of these ideas that I'm bringing to you, I'm getting from these podcasts, and it's really good to find more people that are talking about this just to get different insight. You know what I mean? I could maybe be saying the exact same thing that Tony J. Robinson is, but maybe you get something from his message that you weren't getting from mine. You know what I mean? So it's really good to just listen to these type of things daily. And yeah, so those are just some, oh, how could I forget the Daily Boost? This guy, he is like the pioneer of inspiration and self-help podcasts, and he has a new podcast every week, and it really is like talk radio, and he pretty much just talks about his life, and he incorporates inspiration in there. Is goal success taking too long? 3 things that are holding you back. How to take control of your crazy day. That was a good one. So yeah, a lot of really good podcasts. And a few other things that I found, like there's some really good apps out there for self-help. And the guy who made Making Mountains Move, he also created this app, and it's called the Vision Board Pro. And it looks like that, as you can see. You kind of go through, and he has like all these little tabs, all these categories, kind of like what we did in episode 3, I think it was, for the Live the Dream workshop. And you go through and you put pictures, like, okay, so health. I have a picture of nice teeth, a nice body, tone it up, pole dancing. I used to be a pole dancer, so I want to get back into that. And this whole app really does hone in on everything I've been talking about. Okay, so you have your categories for everything you want to achieve. Then you have your gratitude category to make sure that you're being grateful. And then you also have your action category to make sure that you're taking action and doing the things that you need to do to live your dreams. So I really love this app. Yeah, I just love it. And then also the Agape affirmation app. You record yourself saying the affirmations, and you set an alarm, and it will play your affirmation every 10 or 20 minutes for an hour when you go to bed, and then an hour when you wake up. But to be honest, the alarm clock part doesn't work on my phone. I don't know why. I don't hear the affirmations when I wake up, and the alarm does not wake me up. But it's nice to do it for the nighttime. You know what I mean? Just to listen to your affirmation before you go to bed. So I really like that, and I think affirmations are important. And it kind of talks about how it has like a ton of affirmations on here, but it also talks about how to create your own affirmations. Those are my apps and my podcasts. What else do I got to talk about? Oh, okay, so there are some really good websites and stuff out there. So first of all, Heather Waxman, it used to be fortheloveofkale.com. She used to do a lot of stuff about eating healthy, but now she does more or less stuff about like spiritual things. She just really talks about like just being positive and being spiritual and meditation and affirmations and all that kind of feel-good stuff. Yeah, she has a really good website, and she also does a daily email where it's like a newsletter, and every day she'll have a different message. And along that same vein with Heather Waxman, there is somebody, or it's a newsletter called The Daily Love. And last year I did The Daily Love. I think I read The Daily Love every day for like 2 months, and it really just got me thinking. It gets you in a good mood for the day. You know what I mean? If you sign up for these newsletters every day, I really love The Daily Love because it'll have a message, and then at the bottom it'll have a couple affirmations to repeat, and then it'll also have like a journal prompt. Like it'll ask you a question, and then you just ponder and meditate on the answer. And I really loved The Daily Love newsletter, and I want to get back into it. So that's a good one to start with. Okay, now along that same spiritual vein, The Secret, if you haven't heard of The Secret, I don't know where you've been, but The Secret is all about manifestation. Now, I have said this in this workshop that if you do not put in the effort, you're not going to get what you want just by thinking it's going to happen. But the power of thought is powerful. Okay, so do you ever notice like people that complain a lot about their lives, it just seems like bad things always happen to them? It's because they're like dwelling and pondering on all these bad things. They don't stop and smell the roses. You know what I mean? They're not thinking about good things, so good things aren't happening to them. And it's all about the universe and how you're one with the universe. And we're starting to learn that thoughts really do become things, and I don't know how all that works. I'm not a scientist, but The Secret is on Netflix, and it's a really great documentary to watch if you're not into reading the book. From The Secret, Rhonda Byrne, she also wrote The Magic, and this is a great book. It's a challenge book, so every single day you're going to have a new challenge, and through the whole book she talks about gratitude. Every single night you're going to, or every single morning, you write down 10 things you're grateful for, and you say them out loud and you say thank you. And every night you hold a magic rock in your hand, and this practice comes from The Secret, the book and the movie, and you think about the best thing that happened for that day and you just feel gratitude for it. When you feel gratitude for the things you already have, you're sending a signal out that you want more of, you're worthy of having more things to be grateful for, because you're already grateful for the things you already have. The top 10 desires. Remember I did the top 10 desires? That's where I got this idea from. The slight edge. If I was going to compare The Magic and The Secret to I Heart Life podcast, I would compare The Slight Edge to the podcast Every Day is Saturday and Making Mountains Move. And this is not on the spiritual side, but it really does incorporate, they all go hand in hand, which is so weird. They all have the same theory and the same message, and The Slight Edge is pretty much what I've taught you here. It's all about setting goals and achieving them through simple daily actions, and they're easy. You know, the things that you want to achieve are so easy to do, but they're also so easy not to do, and this book will help you learn it a little bit more. I'm not done reading it yet, but I've really loved it so far. And some videos I want to talk about. How to Be Happy January from Nikki Philippi. I already talked about this a million times, but the How to Be Happy January from last year, she got the whole idea from The Slight Edge. So I would go check out her How to Be Happy January from last year, and I'll link that down below. And Loie Lane, I already talked about her, but she has that same concept, and she talks about it in a video as well, and I loved her video as well, so I'll link her down below. And then lastly, a new girl that I found, and her name is Holly Mania. I'm sorry, Holly Mania, if I'm not saying that right, but she is so beautiful, and she is just all about that positive message, and she's really young too, but she did a video on creating a vision board, and I just thought that fit perfectly in with everything I'm talking about here. So I'll link her video down below. Maybe you want to create a vision board instead of your top 10 desires list. Maybe you want to do both, but I'm encouraging you right now to take action. The workshop is over. Don't stop here. Pin up your top 10 desires where you can see it every single day. Make sure you're meditating and thinking about it every single day and all the good things that are going to happen to you. Make sure you're praying every single day and doing all of your daily actions every single day. And yeah, I'm on Twitter and Instagram. If you want, if you want to reach out to me, I'm here with you. Anything that you need from me, I'm here for you. So please don't hesitate, and yeah, reach out to me. I'm at Meet Miss Jackson on Twitter and Instagram, and I would love to talk to you. And yeah, I know that you guys are gonna have the best year yet, and I know I am too, and I'm really excited. Say bye. Stella girl gonna have a good year. Yeah. Say goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
And we'll all float on okay. And we'll all float on okay. And we'll all float on